Hey everyone, Jessica here with another video for 30 Days of Sketches. Today is day 13, and this is this lovely sketch by Elle, which is she's Crafty, and it's got some paper strips going on, and lately I've been favoring kind of ripping paper for my paper strips, so that's what I'm going to do for this one. I've pulled out a collection by, I believe, Simple Stories. I think it's called Let's Get Crafty. And I only have a little bit left of this collection as far as paper goes. I don't have any small papers, I just have the large ones, and some of them are scraps. There you can see I cut the middle out of that paper because I wanted to use it as the frame on my layout, and that kind of goes along with her sketch. And then I am just pulling out various bits of papers that I have left in this collection, and I'm just going to layer them and kind of distress the edges of them. I'm going to rip them and just layer them up for my paper strips like she has in her sketch. So I'm just basically gluing these to each other and then ripping around what I've already got there so that I can see how it's going to lay exactly. And I know that I'm not going to miss any sections or anything like that. And I have it peeking out just the way that I would like it to. And there is all my little bits, just using my ATG gun to adhere these down in between the layers. And then I'm going to do some sewing on the left one because you're going to see that. I was going to do it on the big portion towards the bottom there, the middle, but I decided not to do sewing on that one because my photos and everything are going to cover that up completely. So I've just matted my two photos here of my son playing in my craft room with some smooth white cardstock, and then I'm going to mat it again with this blue floral pattern paper from the collection. And then I've pulled out this cute little tag from one of the embellishment sheets, and I've cut that out. I'm going to use that behind my photo on the right side, but I'm also going to mat that one with one of the other pattern papers here, which just kind of looks like paper. And then I'm just distressing the edges of these just to go along with the grunge kind of ripped effect that I already have going. So I'm going to tuck that tag right there behind it. I've already hole punched it, and I'm just going to glue those down because I know that's exactly where I want those items to go. I'm not going to move them around or anything. I'm not going to tuck anything behind them, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down and stick down this my little paper strips here. And the ones in the sketch are obviously straight, but mine are just kind of grungy and torn, which is how I like them lately. I do like to do straight strips too, or kind of washi tape sometimes for those, but this one I've been feeling these little ripped strips lately, so I decided to keep that going. So I'm just distressing the edges a little bit more. I'm just going to roll the edges with my fingertips here just to kind of fluff them up and give them a little bit more texture. And I can't see if I already did my sewing. I think I did do sewing on that that strip there, right on that top edge one, but I don't think I did it yet in this video, so I'm gonna pull this aside and do that. I'm going to stick this down to my border piece here using some Easy Tear tape from Thermoweb. So I'm just ripping off those strips. I love that tape for stuff like this. It's just really easy to use. You can just tear it right apart and then just rip off the strips. So it's really nice and easy. I did some machine stitching all around the edge of my layouts, and then I've pulled out this little die and stamp from Elle's Studio that I'm using today. I'm just going to put a little label that says "at my desk" right above my one photo because that's exactly what he's doing. He's playing with my scrapbook supplies at my desk. I was using some dies in my Big Shot machine at the time, and he just loves to copy me and do everything like mommy. So he was actually running the dies through on my machine as well. So I gave him some little scraps of paper to play with, and he was just having a blast copying mommy, and it's just it's so adorable. He does actually do a good job, and I think he could really actually create a page if I let him really go to town and gave him some supplies. So sometimes I just give him some things to play with while he's sitting at my desk with me, just because he loves to play and he loves to watch mommy. So it's just fun, and it's getting him involved in things that I do, and giving him some experience using some items. He's recently started using his little kid scissors, so he's been getting really good at that, which is good. And yeah, just kind of preparing him for school, even though he doesn't go for a couple years. But my other son does go this year, so having a little bit of mommy moment, sending him off to kindergarten in the fall. So yeah, I'm trying to prepare myself, but it is what it is. He's gotta go, and he'll learn lots of things, I'm sure, and it'll be good for him, but my mama heart just isn't ready for him to be grown up so fast. So this layout, I'm just finishing off by adding a bunch of embellishments from this collection. I saw this little cute as a button phrase on the sticker sheet, and I just love that. Because I did think he was just absolutely adorable whenever he was playing with this stuff, and it just makes my heart so happy to know that he likes to be involved. And then I'm doing some stamping here. Shannon's sketch layout had some heart designs like going down vertically across the page, so I am just doing some stamping here with some black soot distress oxide and some star stamps by Vicki Boutin. I think it's the Art for Everyone collection, if I remember right. And then I'm just using some of the other stamps in this collection to stamp different colors here. In Kitsch Flamingo, I'm stamping the different phrases as they do go along with this layout. It says happy moments, photo op, and I think I was here. I think that's what it says, I was here. So I'm just pulling out Fossilized Amber and Speckled Egg. So just a few different colors just to go along with the colors in this layout to match. And then I'm going to do some gold splatters here with my gold Shimmer Sparkle Spray. I forget where that one's from, but I'll see if I can find it and link it below for you. Yeah, I'm just drying that up with a paper towel because I am super impatient right now and did not want to wait for that to dry at all. So I wanted it to dry fast, so I just rolled my paper towel over it, and then I pulled out some embroidery floss that I'm just going to thread through this tag real quick. And then I'm going to stick down my little camera and all those cute little button embellishments, this little ATG gun, which is just adorable, and it just matches the one that I have, so that's super cool. And just keeping these buttons in here just to go along with my little cute as a button phrase that I have. And just going to add one more little sticker there. And I think that's pretty much it. I do pop my date stamp down in here. I'm going to pull out these little scissors off of the chipboard sheet and put over here along with my date stamp, which I'm going to stamp onto an Elle Studio label. I was going to use my tried and true Paige Evans roller stamp, but it wouldn't fit on this label, so I pulled out my Becky Higgins Project Life date stamp instead, which is a little bit shorter, and I love it too. It has little hearts in between the numbers, so it's super cute. And I kind of rotate between which ones I use depending on what I'm using it for. And I've been favoring the Paige Evans ones lately, so I've been using it a lot. So it's nice to actually use this one again for once. And then I'm just gluing down these embellishments with some Nuvo glue. I know they are sticky on the back, but I like to reinforce them. So here's the finished layout. I hope you guys can join in with this sketch in the Facebook group, which I'll link below. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video today, and I've inspired you to create something beautiful. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.